special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chandler Jones charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Third and long, it's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ellington. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Newton surveying the field. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Corey Peters able to drop him for a loss of 4. So 2 quarters. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 28 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. This
will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punching.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Off-play action. Newton finding time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On second down, Palmer looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Regular. All right, now, Blue 58. Mirror.
On first down, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K'Wan Short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Newton now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton now to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They come out here in the eye. Here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Stewart is the lone setback. Newton to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 52 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, we've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Throwing here, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On first down, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The football, and the Falcons grab it. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here comes this Green Bay Packer offense again. It has so much made of the slow start they've had to the year. Yards per game, points per game, both the lowest in Aaron Rodgers' tenure as a starter, yet they're 4-2.
Yeah, at one point it was a compliment to have people criticizing them because the bar was so high. Now it's something they just want to shake off and start playing to their level and get back to being that Green Bay offense. But as you said, they're 4-2.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Green Bay first. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Julio Jones, the league's leading receiver, 9 catches, 174 yards in Week 7. He continued his hot ways.
I think he continues to get better and better at his craft. He's not simply beating people with his incredible athleticism. He's become a better route runner. He's craftier at setting people up. And if it's a 50-50 ball in the air,
good luck.
Yeah, good luck getting it away from Julio Jones. He is so explosive.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
All right, tell me the truth, partner. Did you run to the waiver wire in your fantasy league to get Ty Montgomery after what you've seen?
I didn't get him, though. I ran, but I was too slow.
Yeah, I know. It's tough, isn't it? Because after what we saw against Chicago, I get everybody.
It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Falcons now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It was tough sledding for Freeman in Week 7 of that loss to San Diego. In fact, the play that a lot of people were talking about, 4th and 1 in overtime, got stopped at his own 43. I think that the head coach, Dan Quinn, questioned himself a little bit about the call now, but he was seeking to create that identity or continue that identity of his team, that we can pick up 4th down situations, especially short yardage. He said it was a gut call. He may not listen to his gut the next time.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on first down. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. In motion right is Jones. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. You know, Charles, a quick glance back at Week 7, an inordinate number of turnovers. On Sunday alone, 39 in 13 games. That's 3 a game. So a lot of teams looking to clean up play a little bit.
Well, we always hear coaches talk about ball security. I mean, you can't go to a production meeting or a press conference and not hear that. But at the same time, what you don't hear as loudly but preached as fervently, taking the ball away, raking it out of their hands, knocking it out. That's what the defensive guys are doing. So both sides continuing to try and get better.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
319.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Caught by Montgomery. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he fields it cleanly. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Weems, 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Returnable here for Davis. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Deep drop. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On first down, Ryan backing up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. LaTroy Guion in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, standing down, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there, and it's 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
319, 258,
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw it, and my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Patrick DeMarco taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fresh set of downs here. On first down, Rodgers. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Time for a break. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
And Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark again, his third sack of the afternoon. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a and now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Throwing is Rodgers. And he finds Cook. And he's brought down after a good game. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rodgers now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Jump out! 319! 26! 6 guard! Check 6 guard! Hurry up! Check 3!
One final try for and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This AFC South divisional matchup features two young quarterbacks who were thrown in as starters. It's Blake Bortles going up against Marcus Mariota. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now Bortles. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Robinson struggled in Week 7. Season lows, just 2 catches and 9 yards for him. Had a couple of drops as well.
It was that kind of game for not just him, but Jacksonville overall. Although a fellow receiver, and it wasn't Allen Hurns, Marquise Lee picked up the slack. What do you have, 7 catches in the game for over 100 yards?
Yeah, his first 100-yard game. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On second down, Ivory. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
A run. It's Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. Back deep, Rashad Green. And it's taken in at the 9. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving it,